Welcome to this Biosummit Zoom tutorial. We'll address what to expect as a participant, including naming conventions, etiquette, and the basic user interface. Let's start with names. For the Biosummit, your name is your ticket to Zoom room admission. When you first join a Zoom session, you'll enter a waiting room that looks like this. Your Zoom display name must match the name you provided during registration to proceed beyond this point. If it doesn't, the hosts will either ignore you entirely or ask you to change the display name to reflect your real name. Go ahead and leave the room, then hit the gear button within Zoom to bring up settings. Next, hit Profile, then Edit My Profile. This will bring you to the Zoom website. After logging in, you should see a page like this. Click Edit, and this is where you can change your default display name. We encourage everyone to observe a naming convention that includes your name, preferred pronouns, she, her, they, them, he, him, an affiliation you want to represent, and your location. For me, it's Nels Schaefer, he, him, organizer, Minnesota, United States. Because Zoom only allows a field for first name and last name, enter half of it in your first name and the other half in the last name. When you're ready, click Save Changes, and you should be good to go for the rest of the weekend. Next is etiquette. On entering, participants are automatically muted and can only unmute if invited to do so by a host. If you'd like to speak, type something in chat or raise your hand with the button under the Participants section. Hopefully you'll see a message from the host asking you to unmute. You should be able to speak now. Please be sure to mute again when you're finished talking. We do encourage folks to enable their video when possible. Seeing everyone's faces helps foster a sense of community and connection. Of course, if it's 4 a.m. in your part of the world, or you don't feel comfortable being on camera, we get that too. Additionally, all Biosummit sessions will be recorded and eventually published on the Global Biosummit YouTube channel. If you do not wish to be recorded, please keep your video off. Lastly, let's look at a few features of the Zoom user interface. We've already mentioned interactions through participants and talking through chat. But what about these other buttons? Screen sharing will be disabled for all participants by default during the Biosummit. Similar story for recording, as that will all be taking place on the MIT side. Reactions are fair game though. Click here to get access to different emojis, including clapping, thumbs up, showing some love, laughing until you cry, face, and celebration. If you click these, they will appear in the upper corner of your image. And then there's this button up here. This toggles between speaker view and gallery view. On that note, we've reached the end of this short Zoom tutorial. Additional information can be found at the website under Virtual Conference, How to Zoom. See you at the summit.